Another part of the body that the dual roller feature allows you to target, which we could never do before, is the wrist. So for carpal tunnel and any kind of injuries or pain in the back of the wrist, the double roller is now going to let you cross the joint line and apply careful pressure without getting caught on the bones of the wrist. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how this works. In order to do the wrist, you're going to need to have the Rolflex in the second or first position, depending on the size of your wrist, and then place the non-skid base on your thigh and start with the back of the wrist first. Place the yellow roller directly between the two bones that make up the forearm, the radius and the ulna. There's a gap that you'll feel, and then squeeze and start to roll your arm through and cross the wrist joint very slowly until you're on the bones on the back of the hand. You can roll back and forth, and when you cross again right across the wrist joint, the double rollers are going to let you apply deep pressure without it putting too much compression into the carpal tunnel. And then you're going to do your active release, really trying to gap the wrist and create space in the joint. Once you finish with the back of the wrist, you're going to rotate the Rolflex Pro. You're going to place the yellow roller directly on the carpal tunnel, which is right at where the wrist crease is, or the space between the radius and the ulna as it crosses into the hand. Once you have that roller placed, you're going to again squeeze very carefully because you have nerves that run through here, and you're going to cross that roller into the palm of your hand and then force it back over the wrist. Watch how the double rollers conform to the shape of the wrist without getting stuck. With the old version of the Rolflex with a single roller, you would never be able to cross the wrist joint without it getting hung up or creating too much pressure into the joint. So take advantage of that and then add your active release right across that carpal tunnel and really try and use the roller to gap the bones in the hand. When you're done, go ahead and take your hand out and then move it around, make sure the wrist feels good.